Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're going to talk about something that sounds, well, a little crazy. Can you actually build some serious wealth with just 500 rupees a month? I know, it sounds almost too good to be true, right? But stick with me because we're going to look at the numbers and you'll see the math is pretty mind-blowing. Okay, let me break it down even further. How about 17 rupees a day? Seriously, can that make you wealthy? I mean, that's what, the price of a cutting chai these days? It feels like nothing, doesn't it? Just loose change. But here's the thing. That tiny amount, that's the secret sauce behind a 500 rupee monthly investment. And trust me, what it can do over time is just staggering. And look, this is the quiet challenge we all face, right? We try to do the right thing, we put our money in a savings account, but what happens? Inflation, that silent thief, just eats away at it. The interest we earn just can't keep up with rising prices. So the hard truth is our savings are actually losing value every single year. All right, so how do we fight back? How do we beat this? Well, there's a much smarter way to grow your money, and it's called a systematic investment plan. You've probably heard of it. It's called an SIP. So what exactly is an SIP? It's actually super simple. It's just a way to automatically invest a set amount of money, say 500 rupees, every single month. You set it and forget it. See, the goal isn't to be some stock market genius trying to time the market. No way. The real goal is to build a solid, consistent habit of investing, almost on autopilot. Now, the reason SIPs are so powerful comes down to three key ideas, three pillars of success. First, you've got regular savings. That builds discipline. Second, something called rupee cost averaging, which basically helps you buy more when prices are low and less when they're high, smoothing things out. But the third pillar, oh man, the third pillar is where the real magic happens, and it's all about the power of compounding. Okay, let's dive into this magic of compounding. What is it? You know, it's actually pretty straightforward. It's when the returns you earn start earning their own returns. So your money is making you money, and then that money starts making you even more money. It starts off slow, you might not even notice it, but give it time and it builds up like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger, faster and faster. All right, let's put some real numbers to this. Imagine you invest just 500 rupees a month. You do this consistently for 30 years. So, how much have you actually put in from your own pocket? The total comes to 1,80,000 rupees. Okay? Got that number? 1.80 lakh. Just lock that in your mind for a second. So, that 1,80,000 you invested, what do you think that turns into? Drum roll, please. Thanks to compounding, it could grow to over 12.5 lakh rupees. Let that sink in. You put in 1.8 lakh, and it becomes almost 12.7 lakh. That's nearly 7 times your investment. And listen, this isn't some fantasy. This is just simple math based on a pretty reasonable average return of 10.5% a year. And here, you can see exactly how this plays out over the years. Look, in the beginning, after 5 years, the SIP is fine. It's a little bit ahead of a regular recurring deposit, but nothing to write home about, right? But now watch what happens. Fast forward to year 20. Whoa, the gap is suddenly massive. And by the time you hit year 30, it's not even close. The SIP is worth more than double the RD. That's compounding right there, clear as day. Okay, so let's really put these two side by side. An SIP versus a good old recurring deposit. Let's see why one is just so much better for creating long-term wealth. All right, let's break down the big differences. On one side, you have the SIP. We're talking potentially much higher returns. You can get your money out quickly if you need it, and you get some really nice tax benefits. On the other side, the RD. The returns are lower, you often pay a penalty if you withdraw early, and you have to pay tax on all the interest you earn. So when you see it like that, it's pretty clear which one is built for growth, right? Okay, so maybe you're thinking, all right, I'm in, this sounds great, but where do I even start? It can feel a little overwhelming, but it's not. Let's walk through the simple first steps you can take. Here's your game plan for getting started. First, just start small. You don't have to go all in. Just commit 10% of whatever you save each month. Second, be patient. You gotta give this time to work its magic, so aim for at least 5 to 7 years. Third, as you start earning more, give your SIP a little boost each year, a top-up of 10 or 15%. This will seriously accelerate your growth. And finally, and this is really important, if life happens and money gets tight, don't panic and stop. Most SIPs have a pause button. Use it. The most important thing is to just stay in the game. You see, it really does all come back to that simple cup of chai. That's 17 rupees a day. You don't need to win the lottery. You don't need a massive inheritance to build a secure financial future. It all starts with one small step, one simple decision that you make today. Honestly, the hardest part is just getting started. And of course, we have to end with the official stuff. Just remember, mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Please make sure you read all the scheme-related documents carefully before you invest.